What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Five Takeaways. This is my show where I talk about top five things about or sort of different things within TV and movies. And I'm talking about my top five Ted Lasso moments. These are all about Ted's moments. These are my top five Ted moments, not everybody else. I could do Roy, I could do Jamie, Rebecca, Keeley, Higgins, the whole nine. You let me know. I'm happy to do all those videos and more. I absolutely love this show, but I wanted to talk about Ted today. And let's start it off. Number five, it's Rebecca confronting Ted and revealing that she had the pictures taken of him and Keeley to use as a way to cause trouble. You know, the whole season was about her trying to tear apart AFC Richmond and the town and things like that to get back at Rupert. Now she has finally been told by Keeley, you have to tell Ted or I'm going to tell him. So she finally goes to him. She cares about Ted now. Ted has brought her around to his way of thinking and the positivity. And she's scared. She doesn't want to lose that respect that she's built up in his eyes. So she does finally come to him. And this is why Ted's reaction makes it one of my favorite moments of his, is he forgives her right off the bat. He lets it go. He understands. He's going through a divorce himself, and he gets it. It makes him do crazy things. So he forgives her. And their friendship and their bond becomes even stronger for it. Number four on my list, be curious, not judgmental. I've never heard that before. It's a Walt Whitman line. And it's absolutely beautiful. And it's told in such a beautiful way in the story. Ted playing Rupert in darts. And he's doing it, you know, he calls it white knighting, but it's really a friend sticking up for another friend. And I love that. It's not a man sticking up for a woman. He looks at her as a friend, and he sees that Rupert is really out to hurt her and that he is vicious. Where everyone else is looking at Rupert as this great guy who's buying him drinks and he's just wonderful. He sees him for what he is, the snake that he is. And he sees how much Rebecca's hurting right now. And this is just his way of saying, you know what? I need to keep this guy out of the owner's box. And I know I can do that this way. And he plays him in darts and he wins. And he gives him that whole speech about how he played darts with his dad. And that's why he was able to win that day. And that if Rupert was just a little bit more curious than he was judgmental, he might have won. But that's why I love that scene, and I just thought it was fantastic. And I know it's a popular one for money people. So number three on my list, Ted and Sharon, when they're working together in the second season, Ted finally has to call Sharon, and it's the day of Rebecca's father's funeral. And Ted is having panic attacks because of his own father's funeral, which he didn't go to, and that's a big reveal. And he and Sharon finally have this discussion, and he opens up to her, and it's a huge deal. And it's a wonderful thing to see. I absolutely loved every part of this. It was fantastic. And it really just brought their bond. And it showed a lot of trust in Ted within her being a therapist and his background of how he feels about therapists, you know, and that he is able to open up and start talking about his dad more in trust. It was a big thing, and I really enjoyed that. Number two, Ted refuses to attack Nate. This is the opener for season 3. Nate trashed him in a press conference. Everybody was laughing. Everybody thought it was really funny. Nate was proud of himself. When in reality, Ted could have done the same thing. Could have come right back, but he didn't. Ted was Ted, and he did it the right way. And he did it in such a classy way that it turned everybody back around. And they said, you know what? You did it the way that we wish we had done it and we wish we had been a part of. And I absolutely loved the yin and yang of it. And when Nate saw that, it kind of turned him around a little bit and was like, I wish I hadn't done that. So I love this aspect of it. And I thought it was a great way to show that you don't always have to stoop to the other person's level, but you don't always have to feel bad about what other people are saying about you either. Just trust in yourself. Number one on my list, and I absolutely love this one, is when Ted tears up the believe sign in front of the team. He realizes once they saw that it was ripped and they had no hope, he had to tear it up. This is the thing that he has all over the place, this sign that it was his signature. And he tore up the sign right in front of him. And he said, it doesn't matter. This is just a sign. If we stick together, that's what I believe in. It's us becoming the best version of ourselves, working on ourselves. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's not about anything. It's just us working together and being better than we were yesterday. And I absolutely adored this. That's why it's my number one. It was a great message. I think it's a fantastic part of the show. And encompasses what the whole show is about. I love the positivity of it. I've heard many mentions of toxic positivity. I don't even know how that's a thing. Positivity should be positivity. A lot of people suffer, a lot of people are going through things, and this show kind of gave a light to it and gave people a chance to think differently. And I adore that way of thinking, and I hope you guys can too. So go check it out if you haven't checked out the show already. I'm sorry to see it ending. Hopefully, it'll come back, but if it doesn't, I'm okay with keep rewatching it. I think it's fantastic. If you'd like to see more from it and like to see me do more of these, like with different characters, I would happily do it. So sound off in the comments and let me know. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit like on this video for more. Make sure to check out the Scene Snobs podcast and other shows and more. Rate, review us if you see us elsewhere. And yeah, join up on the Patreon and the Discord. We got links below. Thank you so much. Can't wait for you to be part of the Snobs Nation, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Take care.